Legends, what's up? It's Darkmech here from BDGG, and today we are doing a raid guide for Mythic Eranog. So what changes in moving from Heroic to Mythic? So the Mythic changes that your raid will see. The boss will now spawn an ad on the tank when he casts Flame Rift, and this will spawn a Flame Scale Captain. The ad must be picked up and interrupted. In the intermission, a second ring of ads will spawn from the center of the room, and you must open a hole in both rings, the inner and the outer, to get through and survive. So upon casting Flame Rift, Eranog will open a greater Flame Rift under the tank that spawns a Flame Scale Captain ad that must be tanked quickly. As the tank, pay attention to this, you will get a red circle around you. Go and drop your puddle with the rest of the raid's Flame Rift puddles. So move out, you'll have a large circle, the ad will spawn out of it, pick it up. Whoever's not tanking the boss, pick up the Flame Scale Captain ad, generally the easiest way to navigate this. The Flame Scale Captain will cast a Pyroblast, and you want to assign a 3-person interrupt rotation to deal with this. Now each captain will generally get about 4 casts off before it dies, but having 3 people on that rotation will ensure that the first person in that rotation will be up by the time the 4th cast comes around. The captain will also cast Leaping Flames. This is a bolt that jumps to multiple players, leaving a dispellable 16-second dot. You want to try and position your raid in a way that you can make really solid use of Mass Dispel. So this could mean having a melee and a range group all stacked fairly tightly in 2 separate groups. Now due to the target cap of Mass Dispel, you'd assign one to be cast on the melee stack and the second to be cast on the range stack. Now generally your raid wants to be positioned behind the boss with the flame rifts, and when the fixated ads come out, everyone will just move through the boss, and this ensures that the ads pass through the boss, meaning that they can get cleaved down, not split off, and not lose any time on the boss. Pillars will spawn, knocking anyone back and damaging anyone nearby. The pillars are destroyed into lines that have to be dodged when the boss casts Incinerating Roar, so be sure to watch out for these. Incinerating Roar deals a burst of AoE damage to your raid, leaving behind a stacking 28-second dot, and as mentioned, active pillars will explode into lines that have to be dodged. The boss will still cast Molten Cleave, so just watch for whichever way the boss pivots to, watch the massive large frontal that's coming out, and just don't be there. For tanks, your taunt swap mechanic stays the exact same as it did in Heroic, every 4 to 8 stacks of Burning Wound. This is a 14-second stacking dot, and you can obviously feel this out and adjust re-gearing in your incoming damage as to where you want to swap, but 4 to 8 is a nice safe area. Phase 2, or the intermission, starts when Eranog reaches 100 energy, and the boss will then spawn an army of flame. However, in Mythic, there is a second ring that spawns from the center of the room, so your raid needs to kill one ad and then switch to the opposite flame ad in the other ring to form a gap. Now if you touch the lines in the ring, you will die. You need to burn 2 ads ASAP to escape, and whilst these ads are moving, the raid will be copping fairly heavy pulsing raid damage. Be sure to line up at least 1 healing cooldown per intermission to ensure that your raid is covered, and I'd recommend killing the closest inner primal flame ad and then switching to the outer primal flame ad. It just makes it a lot neater for getting out of the ring nice and clean. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other guides on the channel. I'll see you all next time. See you, fam.
Legends, if you really want to help me out and support the channel, please consider pledging to our Patreon. Tier 3 and above will see you getting your name at the end of every single video we create, as well as some hidden perks in the Discord. Thanks so much.